Hi everyone, welcome to Hina's videocast. So with this videocast, I'm starting a few video series based on cognitive development. So in these video series, probably like 3 videos, in these 3 video series, I'm going to talk about the cognitive development in quite a depth. So I would be taking like an age group of 6 to 12 years, which, as per my knowledge, is middle childhood. Like we say, early childhood, then 6 to 12 is middle childhood, then beyond is the later childhood, or we call it as adolescence. So, by 6 to 12 years, children have got a average level of cognitive development because they will be progressing in their academic activities, they would be progressing in their play skills, in their problem solving skills. So they have got an average buildup of their cognition. But how can we improvise that cognitive development? But in order to understand that, you need to improvise their cognitive development or to better their cognitive development. Like we always talk about the social emotional development of a child, language development of a child. But the first prerequisite to it is the cognitive development. How is their cognitive development? If the cognitive development at the age of 6 to 12 years is good as per their milestones, then you need to comment on their language development, and then you need to comment on their social emotional development, because the foundation for language skills and the social emotional skill is their cognitive development. That is why when I or any other language social communication therapist, they are providing sessions, we always evaluate the child on their cognitive development, and we provide an intensive cognitive stimulating activities along with their language skills and socio emotional skill development. So let's talk about this age group, that is the 6 to 12 years of the middle childhood. So I really want you to concentrate that we have a term called middle childhood. Okay. So now when you have to assess, when you need to understand that, okay, we are talking about the cognitive development, the cognitive quotient, the cognitive ability of a 6 to 12-year-old child, then what are the skills you need to assess them on or observe them on or look after or to rehabilitate? So I have put in all the terms. So whosoever is listening to this video, whether a parent, a professional, special educator, speech language pathologist, PT, OT, anybody, neuropediatrician, psychologist. So these are the 4 main skills that I have categorized as far as my experience, that we need to cater, we need to evaluate, we need to assess, we need to concentrate on 4 things. So their reading ability. How is their reading ability? See, reading is not an easy skill. Okay. So reading ability needs to be properly evaluated, like about their vocabulary. So there needs to be their reading ability. The next skill that I would say is the communication activities. Now, you want to comment communication is a part of language, but I said cognition is the foundation of your language and communication. So the communication activities, how are they with the communication, like social communication? Like if you put them a question, what's their reaction time? Like, do they use the same kind of words? Do they add in the words? Do they understand the cues? That ways. So that is the communication ability. So reading ability, communication ability. Then we go to the problem solving abilities. So problem solving abilities is like with the craft making, games, and like if you're giving them some like an activity, like you have to solve a puzzle or you have to some scavenger hunt kind of a thing, treasure hunt kind of a thing, like map reading kind of a thing. So judge them across those. And the last is the memory questions and retention. Okay, so this plays a very important role, memory and retention ability. So reading, communication, problem solving, or you can call it as visual motor and visual spatial skills, And the last I have quoted as memory and retention skills. So if you are going to look up to your child in the scanner of these 4 skills, especially when they're 6 to 12 years of age, in the in the middle childhood, that is my bad, middle childhood. So first look up on this, then design a protocol or work around these skills, and then work on the secondary skills to it, that is the language and the social emotional skills. So today we were talking about the cognitive development for the middle childhood. I hope this was a valuable video to you. Stay glued to my video cast because we would be coming with few more videos on cognitive development and how to give more cognitive stimulating activities across these 4 skills. Thank you. Bye.